Yeah, we needed a good day, especially after that, tough performance last night. It was a little tough to get up and get going this morning. So, yeah, good day. Kev played good. We all played good, rebounded well, and still alive going into the last day. I think that's good. I think when you have a tough game like that, you want to get right back at it and get out there and get rid of the negative energy and just get rolling again. And we got some breaks in the morning game, which made it a lot easier to get back into a good rhythm. And that's what we did, and kind of rode it out the rest of the day.
So again, it's all about getting yourself in position at this stage. Are you guys where you need to be in terms of performance?
Oh, we're really close. Yeah, we've played well all week, like maybe a couple shots here and there, but obviously you can't miss much in this field, but I think overall we've played really well. We're throwing the rock really well, which is always important. Everyone feels good. We're confident. Now we just got to make a couple big shots and catch a couple breaks, and who knows.
And again, that's all about timing too. You want to make those when you really need to make.
Yeah, it's timing, but with this field, you have to make a lot of them.
Yeah.
And we've got one of the best skips in the world who's made a lot of big shots for us this year. So we'll just keep supporting him and giving him some easy ones, and who knows? But we're trying to get to 7 wins as quickly as possible, and we put ourselves in a good position. So
that draw was no gimme on that ice, was it?
No, that was the only side of the ice we knew. If I had to throw the other turn, I could have ended up a few feet of the hog line or in the hack or perfect, who knows. So I'm mentally drained after that.
Yeah,
it's tough out there. There was more frost on the other side, and we hadn't played there in a long time. And I remember Saskatchewan threw hack weight for a draw and ended up a halfway guard on one shot they were attempting on that side of the ice. So, it would have been a pure guess. So, we did a good job to give me the whole sheet of the ice to throw my last one. Yeah, it's raining outside. And I don't think the building probably doesn't have, the dehumidification that, for this kind of weather. Well, it had been building yesterday, and now I think it's even worse today. So it is what it is. It brings a bit more luck into play, which is a bit scary. Yeah, you can make an educated guess, but you could come out you could come out really wrong. I think the way with the ice, no lead's quite safe. Compared to the first couple of days, if you got a 2 or 3 point lead, you're pretty safe. Guys weren't missing, and now the ice is a bit of a factor. So yeah.
Well, you said you had to grind, and you guys are officially in grind mode, and nothing pretty about it, but you got the win.
Yeah, exactly. It was, giving up that deuce and then getting forced. It was probably not what we wanted. I think our goal was to kind of flip the hammer, maybe be tied up with it after 6, and I think we were 1 down without, so or playing the 6. So, yeah, it wasn't how we drew it up, but we kept battling out there and just tried to make everything as best we could, and worked out in the end.
Do you draw upon last year's experience to know that you guys can win with your backs to the wall?
It's not just last year. I mean, I came out of the 3-4 game 3 times now at this event, so I know it can be done, but you hate to go to the well too many times. Eventually you're going to get burnt, but it's good to know that they haven't told us to go home yet, so that's all that matters.
If nothing else, getting the win does kind of get you back on track, maybe mentally, and you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, food tastes better tonight, and sleep a little better, and then got to come out and play good because we're playing 2 really good teams tomorrow, and it looks like we're going to have to win them both. So it doesn't get any easier at this event.
Yeah, today was a grind out there for a lot of teams. I mean, definitely frosty ice, and made for some tricky ice calling out there, I imagine.
Yeah, it's me personally, I struggled. I don't think it would have. I think that the team kind of was in trouble because of a few of my line calls, and my weight just wasn't where it had to be today. But it's a changing ice condition from what we've been playing on, and you can't blame Merck and the boys. It's pouring rain outside, and it's warm. So I think they're doing the best they can, and it's on us to try and catch up to it as quickly as possible. And we did a decent job of it. Not as good as I would have liked, but we ended up scratching out a win, which is, you have to do that in these events.
You've played with Brad for a few years now. I think that's an underrated part of his game. For a relatively young skip compared to some of these old guys here, he reads ice and makes adjustments as well as anybody out there, I think.
Well, I think the guys that are tops in the sport now are, they're all so good. Brad's definitely one of the best when it comes to line calling, and he's clutch as clutch can get. When most guys would feel the pinch on a shot like that, but Brad laid it down and got us a win there with a great shot.
Does the win streak carry any pressure whatsoever?
No, it's probably the furthest thing from what we're thinking. We want to get to 7, 8, 9 wins as quickly as possible because we know that that's a guaranteed playoff spot, and that's all you can hope for in an event, especially in a field this strong, that you just want to make playoffs and give yourself a chance. There's no superstitions like that you think you're going to lose because of it, but you definitely get into routines. But we get into those routines constantly, and I think that that's a lesson for some of the kids growing up in the sport. Is you need those routines. You need to know exactly what you're in, schedule your day so you don't leave anything to chance.